Onsens, the hot springs of Japan. Continue watching to find out more.
During your travel to Japan, you may hear the greeting Heron karate. This is the Ainu, the indigenous people in Japan, way of saying hello. It also has an implicit warming welcome of allow me to softly touch your heart. I'm Soichi. The spiritual Ainu applaud your kind assistance to those in need. May all humans and animals thrive on this planet with heaven's immense blessings. Welcome to our show, Onsens, the hot springs of Japan. Japan, the land of the rising sun, is an island country in East Asia. Although it is a nation with rapid modern development, it has never lost touch with its traditional culture and heritage. The Japanese are renowned for their clean environment, efficient rail networks, and impeccable manners. Their traditional arts, such as tea ceremonies, calligraphy, and ikebana, flower arranging, are greatly admired worldwide too. Moreover, the iconic Mount Fuji, the fairy tale-like cherry blossoms, and the numerous refreshing hot springs or onsens are some of the country's natural treasures. The island is blessed with more than 3,000 mineral-rich onsens, fed directly from the 25,000 thermal springs bubbling beneath its unique geothermal archipelago. Furthermore, the ongoing volcanic activities provides continuous fuel for its numerous hot springs. These natural onsens, which are scenically beautiful and wonderfully warm enough for bathing, are also rich in minerals that are beneficial to the human body. For over 1,000 years, hot springs have become an essential part of the Japanese way of living. Namely, they provide a sanctuary for personal reflection, relaxation, and healing. Onsens are occasionally spots for community gatherings as well. If your visit doesn't include an escape to a relaxed and refreshing onsen, you would have missed a genuinely unique experience of the country's enthralling culture and traditional pastime. There are two main religions in Japan, Shintoism and Zen Buddhism. Bathing in an onsen is not only an integral part of Japanese culture, but it is also closely associated with some of its religious beliefs and practices. The indigenous religion Shinto, meaning the way of the gods, emphasizes purity and hygiene, while in Zen Buddhism, untentedness, tidiness, and sereneness are also an important part of its practice, with both physical and spiritual purity being paramount in the daily routines of the Japanese people. Have you ever wondered how the healing benefit of hot springs was discovered? According to Nihon Shoki, or the Chronicles of Japan, the 1300-year-old annal of Japanese history and legend, a white heron was healed after dipping its injured leg into hot water gushing out of the rocks. Ever since then, people started bathing in the naturally heated spring water onsens for healing and relaxation. Our animal friends love onsens too. The snow mountain monkeys of Japan are often spotted immersed in the hot springs during winter, totally sublimed in a meditative state. Bathing just once in this hot spring will clear your skin, and continued bathing will cure all of your aches and pains. People call it the water of the gods. This is a saying about Tamasukuri Onsen, written in 733 AD, as recorded in the Izumo no Kuni Fudoki, or Chronicle of the Land of Izumo. This saying provides another insight into the importance of onsens and their value in the hearts of the Japanese people. The use of hot springs for medical therapy was started by the physician Goto Konzan, a master of traditional medicine during the Edo period from 1603 to 1868. Konzan believed that iki ryutai, or energy blockage in the flow of energy within the body, was the key reason why humans got sick, and in releasing the blocked energy, the illness would then be cured. He therefore recommended soaking in hot springs to increase one's ki or chi. In effect, this would stimulate the sympathetic nervous system and restore the equilibrium of energy within the body. Medicinal hot spring bath or balneal therapy is known as toazi in Japanese. Most onsens are highly rich in natural minerals such as sulfur, sodium chloride, hydrogen carbonate, and iron, which are considered therapeutic. For this reason, Japanese people happily frequent onsens for healing common ailments as well as to enjoy the calming atmosphere. Generous viewers, we'll now pause for a moment to listen to a brief message. We'll return shortly. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back, wonderful viewers, to our program, Onsens, the Hot Springs of Japan. Hot springs are also known as the fountains of youth since ancient times due to their restorative powers. As mentioned in the ancient Izumo no Kuni Fudoki or Chronicle of the Land of Izumo, when you soak in hot springs, it will revitalize your aged skin, winding back time and returning your youthful appearance. For optimum relaxation and therapeutical benefits, the water temperature of the onsen is critical and must be maintained between 41 and 42 degrees Celsius, regardless of whether the onsen is outdoor or indoor. In some onsens where the water temperature is hotter, cooling of the water is ensured by the deployment of trained personnel to stir or paddle the water in a continuous rhythmical manner. It is important to note that spring water in baths is mostly not suitable for drinking. However, separate drinkable spring water called insen is available at some onsen resorts and is said to be beneficial to both health and beauty. There are many types of hot springs in Japan, and their unique effects are classified according to their spring qualities. For example, carbon dioxide springs are good for the heart, hydrogen carbonate springs for beauty and the liver, chloride springs help treat wounds and keep the body warm, sulfate hot springs help prevent stroke and improve blood circulation, and there are many others. Over the centuries, the Japanese people have built numerous inns, hotels, resorts, and restaurants around hot springs. Many have become popular spots for tourism and welcome guests from all over the world. In fact, the world's oldest hotel, according to the Guinness World Records, is Nishiyama Onsen, Keunkan, in Yamanashi Prefecture. Founded in the year 705 AD, the hotel has been passed down through the same family for 52 generations. Located at the foot of the Akashi Mountains, the hotel offers 37 traditional Japanese decorated rooms, 4 outside baths, and 2 indoor baths fed by natural hot spring water. This historical hotel, with its ageless onsens, has attracted visitors from all walks of life, including royalty and celebrities. Dogo Onsen, located in the city of Matsuyama, Ehime Prefecture, on the island of Shikoku, is also famous for its ancient history of over 1,000 years. The public bathhouse, built by the first mayor of Dogo Yunamachi, the Honorable Isaniwa Yukiya, remains popular among the locals and the imperial family. Its castle-like architecture was the inspiration of the Yubaba's bathhouse in the award-winning Japanese animation film Spirited Away, directed by Hayao Miyazaki. Tsuboyu Onsen in Unomine, Wakayama Prefecture, is said to be the oldest onsen bath in Japan. Discovered about 1800 years ago, the hot spring is part of the UNESCO Kumano-Kodo pilgrimage route. In addition to bathing and drinking the onsen water, the locals in the village of Unomine have been using the hot spring water for cooking. The vegetables cooked in onsen water are known to be especially tasty as the water takes out the bitterness and adds the right balance of minerals. Onsen water is also said to make coffee mild and flavorful. Hakone Town in Kanagawa Prefecture was voted as the best onsen resort area in Japan 5 years in a row. It has about 17 hot spring sources that are rich in volume and have richly diverse features and qualities. From offering awe-inspiring views to having various healing properties, there is definitely something everyone will find to enjoy. This water of the gods in the myriad of Japanese onsens has for centuries soothed, healed, and nurtured all who partook in its pleasures. The spirit of generosity and hospitality of the Japanese people is perhaps best summarized by the motto of Hanano-yu Inn as featured in the animation movie Okko's Inn. Hanano-yu Springs rejects no one, it welcomes and heals everyone. We thank Japan for sharing this abundant blessing from Mother Nature with the world. May we all embody the welcoming and healing spirit of onsens and embrace each other without any discrimination as brothers and sisters. Jubilant viewers, we hope you have enjoyed our program today, Onsens, the Hot Springs of Japan. Up next is Shining World Compassion Award recipient Tom Justiniarski's Pedagogy of Love, right after noteworthy news. May God's angels protect you always.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/CTAW.